A lot of you asked about follicle stimulating hormone testing, FSH testing, if you're on the hormonal birth control and have no periods. For example, how do you know if you're now in the menopausal or postmenopausal phase of your biological transition, if you're on the pill, on the depot, have the implant, or even the Mirena coil? Now, some of you have even messaged me to say that you've been told to stop the hormonal contraceptive and then have the hormonal blood test, so the FSH blood test. So what do you believe? Because some of you have been told not to do that. Let's get down into it. Let me show you the guidance. Just off the bat, we do not routinely use blood tests such as follicle stimulating hormone FSH measurements to diagnose perimenopause or menopause in otherwise healthy women who are not using hormonal contraceptives aged over 45 with typical menopausal symptoms. It basically saves time and money, and there is no need to do a follicle stimulating hormone blood test if you're over the age of 45. We diagnose you by your symptoms and that's it. But a blood test to rule out other diagnoses might be helpful. So it's important to get your thyroid function, your diabetes blood test done. It's also important to get your ferritin, your B12, your vitamin D levels, and other blood tests might be important because the symptoms of perimenopause, menopause overlap with so many other diagnoses. I highly recommend looking at these guidelines about contraception for women over the age of 40. These were amended in July 2023, and they give you all the guidance on what's safe, how long something can carry on for, and when to do follicle stimulating hormone blood test, FSH. So if you are on the progesterone only pill, the mini pill, and you have no period, you do not need to stop the medication to check for serum FSH. If you have the Mirena coil inserted and it's in date, you do not need to remove the Mirena coil to do the FSH blood test levels. If you're on the depot injections, you can have the FSH blood test and you do not need to stop the depot injections that you get every 3 months. If you're on the implant, so that's in your arm, you've got the implant that's there, you can have the FSH blood test and you do not need to remove the implant to have the blood test done. If you're on the combined contraceptive pill, then you need to stop this for 6 weeks in advance, then check the follicle stimulating hormone blood test. And if you are worried about an unplanned pregnancy in that time, then use a barrier method like condoms. This is because the combined oral contraceptive pill can suppress the estradiol and gonadotropin hormones and give an inaccurate follicle stimulating hormone blood test, FSH blood test. Therefore, you have to stop the pill, so the combined pill, 6 weeks before you have the test done. But the number one way of knowing where you are on your biological journey is to track your symptoms. So get a really good symptom tracker online for free or download an app that you can then track your symptoms and then come and see your doctor. I hope that's been useful. Please ask any questions. I'll answer them below.